100K. For most people on YouTube, that's a big deal, and of course it's a big deal for me. Though, when I look at the amount of time it's taken to get there, and Thinking-Ape as such has existed for over 10 years, as many of you know, and before that there was Stardust, and that had existed for a number of years. So in total I've been on YouTube for something like 12 years, maybe 12 years plus. But when I think about the fact that it's taken me over 10 years to get to 100K plus, it reminds me, in a sense, of how much the people that run YouTube and all the normies out there despise people like me, and how much they've done to make sure that this was a very difficult thing to achieve. I mean, over 10 years to get to 100K. What does that tell you? Well, it tells you that they don't really like my content. Obviously, as long as I'm not doing something that explicitly violates the rules, they're willing to tolerate my content, but they have no qualms with making my content difficult to find, with making some of my videos unmonetizable at times, and even this, something that I think is probably true, I can't prove it 100%, but I've done some research that pound for pound, when you compare various channels that are more normie friendly and normie channels in general, getting the exact amount of views as, say, my channel, they actually earn more AdSense revenue. So there's a bit of irony here. Yes, I've reached 100,000 subs, and that's great, and I owe it all to you guys, but YouTube itself, ironically, has been very unhelpful and not particularly accommodating towards me in order to reach this goal. And I understand why. I am a pariah, as I am in real life, as I've always been. And consider this, I'll say it openly, even within the manosphere, I'm a pariah. For a variety of reasons. I don't always agree with everyone, I don't follow the mainstream manosphere slogans and lines, and I have to acknowledge I do not have the normal mass appeal that many manospherians have. So I'm a pariah. I'm a pariah in the general sense, because I'm a freak, and even within the manosphere, I am a freak. And all these things contribute to the fact that my channel is not particularly popular, although I've been on this platform for more than 10 years as Thinking-Ape. Nonetheless, over the years I have persevered and I've continued. Despite many videos being demonetized, despite threats from YouTube of having my channel taken down through strikes and other claims, I'm still around, and I hope, God's willing, that I'm still around in another 10 years, if that is the wish of my audience. And it's in this context that I would like to request your aid, because this channel could not exist without the generosity of people in the audience who are willing to support the channel, either by being a patron or giving a donation on PayPal. Without the audience, specifically without the generosity of those within the audience that choose to support the channel, this channel would have been rendered dust a long time ago, because of all the reasons that I cited just before. Being a pariah on YouTube is bad enough. Being a pariah in the manosphere is in some sense even worse. And again, the fact that I'm only now at over 100K, after more than 10 years, being one of the OGs, not something I'm bragging about, just factually, being one of the OGs, it took over 10 years to get here. It tells you a whole lot about how the world and how YouTube views my content. So again, I cannot express my gratitude enough to the people who've actually supported the channel throughout the years, whether it's through donations on PayPal or as a patron, and the people who've stuck along for this ride the whole time. I'd like to end this video with a request. If you like my content, if you like the things I have to say, if you find it helpful, and you feel it's warranted, please consider becoming a patron at Patreon, or sending me a donation, one time or otherwise, at PayPal. All my subscribers are appreciated, but above all, those who are extremely generous with their hard-earned money, that are willing to support the channel in this way, you guys have my everlasting gratitude. As usual, there will be more content to come if I'm alive, hale, and healthy and hearty to produce that content. And until the next time, as I always say, may the gods, which is to say fortune, may good fortune be with you. May the gods be with you. If I'm still alive, and the gods permit it so, I'll check you out next time. And if you can support the channel in the ways I cited, I would be more than grateful. And to everyone who's supported it so far, you guys are the best. You are the lifeblood of the channel. Without you, all would be dust and ash. So I'll check you out next time, and take care.